Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a quick video showing the cellar because I've not really blogged much about the cellar, but we use it every day, so I thought I'd just show it. This is the dining end of my kitchen and the door on the left there is what leads to the cellar. So you can see it's like a dungeon. These peel and stick vinyl tiles I got for like £1 a pack, and they were the first project I did in this house because the landing was kind of gappy old floorboards with paint splotches and it wasn't very nice. I'll show you what's stored behind the door when I come up. On the right I have these shelves that my dad installed for us, and yes, you're not the first person to think of sleeping with the enemy when you see them. I've heard that before. But that's really handy, like as a pantry for things that we might need often, like baked beans and whatnot. And we were going to continue them all the way down, but there's no point if we're leaving. Here I removed one of the screws from the bracket and replaced it with a longer one so I could hand my wheeled shopper off that. So going down, these stairs are uneven heights, so it's kind of like you have to know what you're doing. On the left here we have a piece of carpet in front of a big hole, which is a whole nother piece of the cellar which needs to be dug out. That is an enormous farmhouse sink or butler sink, and it is the heaviest thing I've ever felt in my life. We couldn't get it further than that. There's no way it was coming up the stairs. So we have this little piece of cellar here, and on the right we have some plastic shelves which we found work better down here than the wooden shelves I'll show you in a minute, because the wooden ones absorb the dampness and they kind of bow under the weight of things. So this is kind of untidy because we're using up our food. I normally have much more food down in the cellar, but you know, since we're moving we're trying to reduce it. Well, we're hoping to move eventually. We won't go into that. So we have ladders, a pool table, don't ask. On the right, these 3 tubs hold my sentimental stuff, odds and ends, and then all the Christmas goodies, and on top of that are the recycling boxes. Pieces of the trampoline, Grant's workbench, just a plastic tub and power sprayer and a fan and whatnot. So facing backwards you can see up the stairs there, and we have another doorway, and this is the main part of the cellar, and we've installed all of these wooden shelves from IKEA, and you'll notice that the top shelves are mostly empty, and I really like that kind of bit of extra storage space that's standing empty. You know, I've talked about that before. So just an overview. It's quite a big room, so we're really lucky to have this space because we don't have a loft and we don't have a garage. So on top I've got things like my backdrop stand, my tripods, that's the flat packed trampoline, just all kinds of odds and ends really, stored crock pots, whatever, 72-hour emergency packs, tent, paints, rollers, lawnmower, and then there's my really lovely looking laundry. Yes, I have to come down to the cellar to do my laundry. We had the window replaced, that's now double glazed and vented for the tumble dryer. And that's my spare freezer. And there's Grant's gym. He does his bench pressing down here. Unfortunately the ceiling isn't very high, as you can see. I mean, I can touch it. So there was no room to put the treadmill down here. Just odds and ends really. We've pretty much cleared it out, but there's still loads of junk down here. So I'll go up the stairs again and kind of show you what I've stored up there. You can see the different heights of the stairs. The second to top one is a suddenly high one, and I'm used to them. I just go up and down without thinking, but when guests visit and come down here, they trip over that one. So yeah, there's the vacuum cleaner. All our boots are stored on the stairs. My mop and my broom are hanging on the left. My ironing board is hanging there. I like this hanger in particular because I can hang my iron up while it's still hot, so it doesn't clutter up the counters waiting to cool down. And then on the back of the door is one of those pocket, I guess they're made for shoes, and in there I store the balloon pump and balloons and birthday candles and things I won't use very often. And that is a recipe book holder. And that's my cellar.